Hey folks, it's Lord Zorblat, and this video is going to be about how to create a unicorn that you can ride. And I actually just spent 40 minutes, I know because I've got my timer on, I'm going to reset this and start it again, making this video. And then I realized I wasn't recording, I wasn't recording the video. So I did some soul searching, and I said I'll just Command Z it back to the beginning. So this is as far as it Command Z's. Command Z is undo, but you can do Command Shift Z to redo. So let's hopefully, yeah. So let's start redoing things. Okay, so we made the belly there. I made the belly. There's the neck. Actually, no, this was going to be the tail. And then I was like, oh my gosh, look at that! It looks like a head. So this became the head. Put the little taper snout there, and then I put the eyes on. But then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's eating an apple. So then I was like, oh, I got to make a bite out of the apple. And then I said, oh, I got to make the part that got bitten out of the apple yellow. I guess I can turn this, right? It's not going to mess up the... Yeah, I just don't want to... If I change anything, suddenly Command Shift Z won't work. All right, so this is me. Here, I'm going to Command Z this. So I was like, oh, I got to take a bite out of the apple. So that purple one's going to be the bite. So now I'm going to Command Shift Z it. So I made a shell, like a little yellow shell, by putting a sphere inside a sphere and negating the inner sphere. So there we go. And so this purple shadow there is going to turn into the yellow shell, and then I slice it off with this one. So actually, this is the best way to do a video, is to like figure it all out and then run through it in fast speed. Let me see if I can zoom in. So yeah, that was my coup d'etat right there. It looks on my screen, it looks like an olive, because, and then I was like, oh, we gotta have it chewing. And then I'm like, oh, you know what we gotta have is the tongue. So I messed around a little bit. Made a tongue, stuck it back in, and then I just sort of like, sculpted the body a little bit. I'm getting better at this. I can whip out a quadruped pretty easily. And then I was like, oh, we gotta get the unicorn horn. It's like one thing, kids will be crying, Mommy, you didn't make the unicorn horn. Maybe comments. Oh, and then I was like, no, this is a dragon. So cool. Look at that. And then I'm like, just sculpting it. Then I was like, had this whole deal where I had to make the shoes. Any animal, you're only half stepping. You're not going the extra mile unless you put feet on it, because it just makes the thing pop. And the tip of the tail. All right, so let's get to it. The tip of the tail, we're gonna go Command D, Command 3, go back here, and I've spent too much time on this, or else I would make it pointed with some corner wedges, but let's just make this, let's make it one of my favorite colors, like plum or something. They did a good job. Mulberry, eggplant, these are all really good. Plum. It's gotta be darker than plum. Blue, ooh, that's kind of neat. I could do like blue and purple. That's pretty neat too. They did a good job pre-selecting all these colors. That doesn't really look right, so I'm not gonna do the corner wedge thing. Leave that up to you as a homework assignment. So now, okay, so what I tried to do was weld everything together. Didn't really work, so let's try welding everything together again. I think the ears didn't weld, so I've probably got at least 6 welds for every part now. So weld everything together again. So we made it into a tool. So this one is, I'm just going to show this one to you, just a yellow block that sits in the middle. The yellow block is the only one that can collide. So when everything else is no collide, except I think the ears I still didn't do. It fell apart when I ran it, and then I discovered I didn't record anything. So let's go to all these, and we'll say none of these can collide. They'll fall right through, except for this one. So they're going to fall right through the base plate, but we can put the unicorn on a little stand. And so this is how you make a unicorn you can ride. You put a tool inside it, and you put something in the tool called handle. And then let's just let's save it, and let's ride this thing. Look at that. Beautiful. So I guess the ears and that wedge. I probably didn't put them in that same folder. All right, so let's crash right into this thing. Boop. Yay! Pretty cool, huh? All right, so here's the deal. We need to make the unicorn smaller, and we need it to walk on something that's transparent where the legs poke down through. I will show you. All right, so let's pick the whole thing up. All right, let's get those ears. Oh, it's the wedges because I just did like create cart. So take these wedges, throw them into my folder, throw them into my model, and we'll just like weld them to that. Actually, you know what? Let's be a little more organized. We'll weld them to the base. Put a weld. So we don't anchor anything. If you anchor things, it ain't gonna move. So that's the difference. I'm gonna make a video about like when do you weld, when do you anchor, when do you turn on collisions, like why is it so hard to build when you're getting started out? Probably has something to do with all those three things. Join surfaces when you use that. So let's resize this unicorn. So before we resize, here's a plugin that's pretty cool. So it's like give me a load character pro. Give me a character. And so it actually popped up on a different monitor. So you get, thank you already pro. Thank you so much for this. Don't just go, like when you see me use a cool plugin, don't just go look for it in the plugins, because the plugins is I kid you not, you can prove this to yourself if you don't believe me. It's just infested. It's just a swamp of viruses, of fake plugins that look like real plugins, and then you run them, and it tries to go to www.dummy.com, and like I don't know. There's a million things they try to backdoor you, or I don't even know what they're doing, but it's completely polluted. The toolbox is completely polluted. It's a real shame because there's so many cool plugins, and it just doesn't make sense, because who wants to get their game infected with a virus? If you have a big game and you get a virus, which like secret require thing, is it that is infected? So Roblox, you really need to pay a little more attention. You could hire one person to do that, to like just look through the most popular things in the toolbox full time, or just write a couple scripts. Like why am I buying third-party scripts? Like all these antiviruses, why can't you guys make them? Yeah, Roblox, please reply in the comments. So I don't know why I can't shrink this anymore. What's going on here? Let's see, what do I have set? Rotate, move. So maybe something is at its smallest, but I just can't even imagine why. Like the eyeballs? Who cares? That's a good size. All right, so notwithstanding the elongated neck, let's run this thing. So I just used that Already Pro guy just to kind of like see how big stuff is. There's other ways to do it. All right, look at that. She's ready. What's her name? Sparkle! Johnny Ho! Off to the under! How cool is this? All right, so Sparkle's like, I need an apple! Now comes the cool part. So look at where my feet are. Here, I'll show you something cool. If you want to just like move stuff around and float around while you're playing, click test and then change it from client view to server view. And then you can like maybe pick stuff up. So, oopsies. What is Peters Van Dam doing? So let's do this. I want to see, yeah, that worked out great. Now I've got a sponge bob stuck to my hand. All right, so let's do this. So at the risk of making this into another sprawling video, and I got stuff I'm supposed to be doing, let's get the base plate, Command Shift X, type in base. All right, is this base plate locked? I don't know what's up with this new base plate. They already have a grid tool. I just don't like the haziness. Maybe I'll get used to it. Maybe that's the idea, is they want it not to be so visually obtrusive. All right, so is this thing locked? Yeah, so, but we can still Command D it. Popped it. Or no, now it's in place. Now it looks a little bit darker. So let's unlock this one. We'll call it base plates. And then we need to, let's do this. We'll F3 it to about, what's our move increment? Why did it stop? F3 it, come on. Click on the base plate. I always say F3, I mean Command 3. Alright, base plate, work with me here. Command 3. Command 3. Command 3. Why are you so big, base plate? Base plate 2. Let's just make it 64, 4, 64. And we'll give it a different color so we can distinguish it from the other base plate. It's really not doing what I want it to do. I'm trying to command to it. Come on. Is it locked? No, it's not locked. It's pink. Let's go find it. Where are you? What's that? Oh, my sign. Alright, base plate. I'm done messing around. You either... Alright, I'm going to click on this base plate, and then I'm going to click on this one. Why? Let's F it. Where the heck is this thing? There you are. Thought you could hide from me. Let's put you somewhere we know. Let's put you at position 000. Why did it make you in the gray blue yonder? And why can't I F you? Very strange. Alright, so check it out. So this is going to be... That's about where my legs are. Here, let's make it go down. Let's make it go down lower and go up to kind of where my legs are. So I'm going to be walking on this. So make it can collide, make it, we'll give it like a 0.9 transparency so you guys are still aware of it, and we'll make it cobblestone so we get a little bit of something to look at. Make it 0.8 transparency. Alright, now let's save and run. Wow, I think I've spent an hour on this thing that was supposed to take like about 12 minutes. Okay, why does that wedge keep falling off? And the ears? Didn't we just weld these? I swear we did. Alright, this is looking cool. Come on, Uni! And so now it looks like... Did I do this wrong? It looks like the... Yeah, the unicorn is walking on the ground, even though I'm walking on it. So if we make this ground fully transparent, it's going to look really cool. So now let's stop this. And this next thing is this awesome plugin. I love these people that make plugins called Tool Grip Editor. Clone Trooper, he's awesome. Alright, thank you, Clone Trooper. So let's put it up there. I got a little tool called Rectangle. Super cool. If you have a Mac, get Rectangle. Get Moom if you have a PC or something like Moom. It lets you just like watch this. I'll be like, oh, I want this thing over here. No, I changed my mind. I want it here. I want it here. I want it here. Lets you just quickly with a keystroke move stuff around, so you're not like dragging at corners of windows. All right, so we want this to be relatively big, and so we are going to, let's put this one over here. Take the properties. Let's get this tool and position it so it looks like I'm riding this thing. So we click on the tool, and then we say Edit Tool Grip, and it's holding SpongeBob. So let's see. I don't think this worked out the way I wanted it to. So then if we slide this tool around, no, this totally isn't what I want. I want to see the whole horse, whole unicorn. Why is it going back and forth? Let me see. Alright, let's try this again. Look at all my welds. Alright, so we're going to move this side to side. Oopsies, can I do that? Edit Tool Grip. So if we move this side to side, oops. Let's try this again. Click on my tool. Edit Tool Grip. Zoom out. Make the thing go up. Oh, okay. There's the hand. That's what we need. That's my hand when I'm riding. So over here, usually this view works a little bit better. I don't know why it's not working that well for this one. Oh, maybe because all the other stuff should be in the tool. All right, let's abort out of this. So let's put all the stuff in the tool. And let's weld these wedges again. Let's just weld everything together because I'm so tired of this. Can't take it anymore. Oh my gosh, I should be working. Weld all this stuff together. Hello. And then we're going to take everything and put it inside the tool. Now we are going to click on the tool and edit tool grip. If you want me to tell you where to find this plugin, I'll put the link. There we go. Now we're talking. All right. What? What's going on here? I thought that little guy was supposed to be riding the horse. Anyways, this works better, like, maybe if you pick a single part for your tool or something. But anyway, so we can kind of judge and be like, okay, I'm going to hold my hand out like that, so that's kind of where my hand should be. Like, your right hand sticks out when you hold the tool. Why is the tool grip editor arm over there? I don't know. So that's going to change, like, this grip thing probably. And is there like an OK button? Let's see what happens. So in the handle, let's Command Shift P, go to Properties window, make it big. What did it do? I think what it does is in the tool it adjusts this grip position. That's probably what it did. In fact, you can see where the grip position is. It's at that location. Let's just run this thing. 17 minutes. Good gosh. Well, I think I swore in the video. Okay, look at this. How cool is this? So we move that thing forward so she's a little bit off kilter. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is what I'm talking about. So I'm riding the horse, but you can't tell. So why is it tipping forward? Who knows? So let's go and make this ground transparent and big. What is that, base plate 2? Command Shift X, base plate 2. Zoom out, Command 3 it. So we'll just make this ginormous. And yeah. So we'll make it ginormous and one transparency. And let's go for a unicorn ride. All right. Hey. Howdy, partner. Mind if I take your unicorn for a ride? Yeah, that's okay. Thank you. Don't crash her. Oh, and she's got to eat that apple. She doesn't get dessert. It's okay. Nee. Does it look like I'm running? Oh, no, because there's this stupid material in this ridiculous base plate. All right, base plate. Are you... Wait, no. Let's see. View. Turn off. Grid material. Kill this base. Wait, no, we need that base plate. That's the one we're standing on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I still have this weird checkerboard. Oh, it's a texture. So let's get rid of both of them. I said let's get rid of both of them. Are you kidding me? Good material. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. So you're not going to find a unicorn walking on a gray piece of plastic. So let's really try to make this as realistic as possible. So we're going to use, oh, you probably don't know this because you don't have go here. Go to beta features, turn on part to terrain, and leave a link in the comments. Leave a link in the comments being like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Oopsie daisy. We're going to convert this base plate into, I'm going to teach you a lot of cool stuff. This is what you get for hanging out in my long-winded videos. You're like, I know there's going to be just this nugget of wisdom. Let's turn this grass. No, I'll never change the grass color. Go to terrain. Click materials. You might have to rewind and see what I did there. Click the grass color, and it's just unicorns hang out in beautiful places. They don't hang out. Oh, that's pretty neat. Let's just bring the brightness up, and that's. So I turn on decorations. That's weird looking. All right, but I am ready to go for a unicorn ride. All right, unicorn ride, take 2. Howdy, partner.
Hey, how's it going?
Could I borrow your unicorn?
My unicorn?
I need to go for a ride.
Okay, but she's gotta finish that apple, or no dessert.
I'll make sure she eats it. Yay! Look at this. I'm riding a unicorn, a unicorn. Yay! So, did I make the base plate 2 have grass? What's going on here? Who's running this thing? Did I convert that to terrain? Let's come and see some of this. Because everyone's buried up to their waist in grass, so you can stop watching. This is at this point I think I'm Command Zing, but nothing's happening. Help! Am I running? Command Z, Command Z, Command Z, Command Z. It's gonna go through every single color. Every single color I picked. Really? Do people want to do that? No, I'm just gonna hold it down. Are you kidding me, Command Z? Alright, we're going nuclear. Editor, clear. Do you want to clear all terrain? Yes. Alright, so the base plate needs to turn into terrain. Convert. It's hard to make a short video. I'm truly sorry. WTF? What's going on? Command Z that. So that's the base plate too. That's which one's which? That's base plate, that's base plate too. Well, fine, we won't turn on decorations, and we'll see if that cures it. Oh, because terrain gets fatter. Yeah. You know what? We are gonna go budget. We're going Geometro on this. We are gonna just take base plate 1 and turn it green and make it grass color. This looks kind of low poly. Grass. There you go. Some AstroTurf. Do you like that, Uni? I knew you would. So let's do this. The unicorn's like tipped over, so what can we do? What are our options? Okay, let's take this. We'll Command D this part here. We'll put it down here, and this will be like the unicorn stand, so that it doesn't tip over. Whoops. Alright, so we'll make it invisible. We'll make it can collide. We'll make it invisible. Transparency 1, so that when we show up, the unicorn isn't like face down in the dirt, because I don't think if a unicorn's looking like that, maybe you shouldn't take it for a ride. Maybe it needs a day off. Alright, let's do this. If anybody wants this model, because they're like, that's cool, but I'm definitely not making it myself. Oh. That's not good. Alright, I'm cowboy. So let's try to figure out what's going on here. It's dragging me backwards. Oh, duh. That other piece that's invisible is in the model, and for some reason I'm doing the moonwalk. I don't know. That's my best guess. But it's probably that new piece, which is probably right here. Alright, this one, let's put in the workspace. So it can sit on it, but, and it's not welded to it. Oh shoot, it's probably got welds in it. Crying out loud. Yeah, something's gone awry. You know, I should have just stopped this video 5 or 10 minutes ago. I should have just been done with it. So, belly. All right, let's see if there's any welds here. So we'll go to view. See, this is useful. You can see how I debug. Show welds, draw on top, make them big, and then this belly part is here. Let's just slide it over here. All right, it's got 2 welds. So let's do this. We'll slide it over a known amount, like 16. I always use things that are like numbers that are something, you know, n to the 2. Oops, Command Z. Let's get that weld. All right, there we go. And then find the part again and move it back the known increments. This totally, do you know what this looks like? This looks like almost exactly like the beginning of Westworld when they're making that horse with that like machine and the white threads. Doesn't it? Hello? All right, let's ride her. I got a good feeling about this one. Well, she fell off that weird thing. How is that even possible? Oh, because something in her has mass. Right? So let's do a little in vitro, or not in vitro, in, what's it called when you dissect something while it's still alive? Vivisection? Alright, we'll go into my stuff, uni, tool, blah 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 blah. We'll just inspect every single one of these. Who's got mass? Alright, let's make everyone massless. And that should help. No, what? Alright, let's do that massless thing. We're actually in edit mode. Probably like the ears have mass or something ridiculous. Yeah, probably. So let's say no one can collide, no one can collide, and no one has mass. Whoops, we forgot the tongue and whatever this is. So we're gonna say no one can collide and they're all massless. Okay, and the one exception would be the handle. Does that make any sense? Yeah, we'll say the handle can collide, so the whole thing doesn't just fall through the floor. I've got a good feeling about this. All right. Oh look, she's positioned right. All right, so let's take this from the top.
Howdy, partner. That your unicorn? Yeah. You reckon I could take her for a ride? Well, she's having her lunch. Oh, she is, isn't she? Well, how about she eats it on the road? Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll be back around sunset. See you later.
Well, this is not quite area. Alright, we gotta get a good zoom out of this. Get back here. Oh, I love my unicorn. So there you have it, folks. Wait a second. What is going on here? Why can't we see the feet? I don't know. Who cares? You can figure it out. So that's your tutorial, and I am going to make pretty much the coolest thumbnail anyone's ever made. I also might make this into Make a Dragon You Can Ride. Okay, thanks for being patient. Please subscribe, and if you're one of those hackers, can you like give me 1,000 subs, because then I can monetize my channel and move out of my mom's basement? Please, thank you, bye.